Our group is Team 1. We found a ambient light sensor instructable online that we wanted to build. However, it seemed pretty simple, so we wanted to improve upon it. So originally the plan on the instructable was to just use a piece of paper, have copper wire on it, an LED, and a ambient light sensor, and we wanted to put that on a breadboard. So instead of the ambient light sensor, which we didn't have, we used a photoresistor. We used 2 LEDs instead of just the one, and then we have two 100 ohm resistors and then a 1000 ohm resistor. We then connected that actually to an Arduino and then set up a code that would read the amount of light needed for these LEDs to turn on. So here's the code, and so you can see right here, this explains that it is bright light. This shows if the light is between these two values, then the photoresistor will say that it's medium light, and then turn on just this green LED. And then if it is less than that 40 value, then both LEDs will turn on. And so we have that set up, but we also wanted it dependent on time. We were trying to code for that, but we couldn't. So instead, we used a physical timer to be able to set it so that it's not just dependent on time, but it's also dependent on the photoresistor. So it's dependent on both of these. So it has to be during the specific time that's in between these blocks on the right that are turned on. And if it's not, then the Arduino will be off, which in this case we can see it's off, and it's also on the blocks that are off. And so we have that AC adapter connected to that timer, which is connected to extension cord. So we can actually move this and turn it on, and then it should turn that green light, because right now we have the lamp pretty far away. So the photoresistor will be reading that it's average light, so that green light should turn on as soon as this goes to a place that is on. And there, that's what happens. The Arduino Uno turns on and the LED turns on. And then if I actually bring this lamp closer, the LED turns off. And push it away, the LED turns on. If I actually turn off the light, then both LEDs are on. And so that just shows how it is dependent on both time as well as the photoresistor. And so right there, if I turn it off, then it's off. And that is basically how our project works.